Earning reports from mining companies have started to come out, and Brent Cook, a geologist and editor of Exploration Insights, joins me now to take a look at who's ahead. Brent, thanks for being with us.
Glad to talk to you again, Daniela.
So we're starting to see results roll in. We had Newmont kick off the week with a marginal rise in second quarter earnings. We also have Barrick, Yamana, Agnico, and Goldcorp all scheduled to release their results this week. Brett, how do you see things set up so far?
Well, I think what we're going to see is what we've seen over the past year or two, is that the companies that are able to generate real free cash flow and earnings are going to continue to do so, whilst the ones that are marginally getting by are sort of forced to decrease their costs by basically cutting back on their capital expenditures and exploration. So I suspect what we'll see is the same thing for the rest of this quarter.
Brent, last time you were on, you were saying how investment bankers is one of the main drivers of merger and acquisition talks from seniors. Do you expect to see more M&A activity this year, or will mining companies be looking to alternative ways to increase their balance sheets here?
Basically, yes, alternative ways of improving their balance sheets. I mean, you've only got a few companies that are actually making good money at this gold price. But the companies that really need to be acquiring new projects are unable to because they don't have the balance sheet to do so, and they're more focused on cutting costs by way of, again, like I mentioned, reducing capital expenditures and such. So looking out there, which is what I really do, is try and find an opportunity that if I was a mining company, I'd take over.
Right, you just touched upon the current gold price, and how viable is it really for mining companies to be operating at the current levels?
It's tough. It's tough. If you look at the all-in sustaining costs, which is what's popular now, most of these companies are producing gold for in the order of, call it $1,100 to $1,300. And that's most of them. So they've got to really cut back.
Now, I'll be covering the Yamana conference call on Thursday. Is there one company that you'll be eyeing in particular, Brent?
Well, certainly, in the silver space, I'm looking at, you mentioned mergers and acquisitions. Tahoe has done fantastic. That's over a $3 billion company, but it's all based on one mine in Guatemala. A fantastic mine, albeit, but a single asset. And I think they're in the position where certainly they're out looking, or should be out looking for another acquisition. So that's one I'm certainly interested in.
And how about in the junior space, Brent? Are you seeing any star players emerge here?
Well, it's interesting. In the exploration space is where I really focus. It's getting tough. There are very few companies out there now with the technical competence and cash to really advance exploration plays. Two of them that I'm watching and I think are doing quite well. One is Mirasol Resources, mostly active in Chile and somewhat in Argentina. And the other is Pilot Gold, with encouraging projects in Nevada and Turkey. So those two have got in the order of $30 million in cash, and excellent team and advancing projects that could result in major discoveries. So that's the sort of thing I'm really looking at. I think that's the place, at least I want to be, because I think the next year or the year after, these major mining companies are going to have to sit down and actually buy something. Are
the mining stocks more attractive to you now than the actual metal, Brent?
Not really. We've seen, on the whole, a good rise in the GDXJ and the GDX over this past summer without a comparable rise in the metal price and the gold price. So they've done better than the metal price, and unless gold catches up and moves ahead, and I don't see anything that says that's going to happen. In general, they're pretty well, at least fairly priced.
Thanks, Brent. That's all the time we have.
Thank you. Likewise.
And thanks for watching Kitco News this Wednesday. You can email us any comments or questions at newsfeedback@kitco.com. Thanks for watching.